So what's up everybody, it's me, True Star Screamer. I hope everyone had an amazing holiday. We are in crunch time. That's right, we need to get these reviews out before 2025, because I got dear lord. Got this guy, I've got, I think, a Cobra Bat to take care of. I think I got one or two more figures that I need to knock these out before I can do my top 10 of 2024, you know? So, as we all know, this is part of the Figure Obscura line. This is the Mask of the Red Death from Four Horsemen. This is the re-release that I did get from Hella Dope Toys. No, they don't sponsor me. Yes, I love them, and yes, I catch their show every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Congrats on 100 episodes, guys, by the way. Again, everything is just awesome on this. The backdrop is so fucking awesome. If you know the story of the Mask of the Red Death, this is an Edgar Allan Poe story where there's a plague going on and but the castle, everyone is just trying to party it up. Reminds me of the Ghost song Dance Macabre, very good song by the way. And this backdrop is utterly beautiful. The figure himself, oh my gosh, he looks scary and imposing. And I'm not gonna lie, it's the clock that is what sold me. So we got him. We have, again, that beautiful art on the back, the Plague Doctor carrying everything, bringing the Red Death up there. It's just, oh god, this is so fucking awesome. Pardon my language, but I'm not monetized yet, so I can say what I want. As always, we have the story back here, the notes on here. I cannot say how much more smarter I feel owning this thing, reading this stuff, having this information. This is just absolutely brain candy for me. But enough about the brain candy. Let's talk about the hand candy. God, that sounded wrong. But let's get this figure open and see what we got. Once again, I'm incredibly impressed. This one, I would probably say, of the 3 that I have purchased and of the 4 that I own, is probably my number 3 of the line. This one, the Red Death here, very much reminds me of Frankenstein, and I'm glad that this was not my first one. Because if I had gotten Frankenstein's creature and then this, I'd probably be very much I'd be underwhelmed by everything. But now, after working with the other 2 figures, I can appreciate them more. Actually, the buck is very much like Frankenstein's creature. You know, I'll just pull just because, again, it's just very, I mean, the texturing's amazing. This is this is Walking Death, plain and simple. I think the cloth goods, though, absolutely is what puts this above the creature. Plain and simple. These are just grade A material. This is all premium. And while the creature had the full laboratory and all, this clock unto itself is an incredible accessory. I'm not gonna lie, this is what set me over on buying it, to be honest. This will look fantastic in the background of so many different shots. There's just a lot to take in with this. It's still a simple figure, but in its simplicity, it's simple on surface, and then you start looking deeper into it. I'll go ahead and take off the shroud here for a little bit, which is actually sewn onto the hood, so you can't actually take it unless you want to cut this off. Keep that in mind. But everything is wired, which is amazing. It's a heavy duty. Actually, I just kind of wanted to show off the head here. And yes, this figure's been out for a while. You can remove the mask, I believe, and there's supposed to be a void of death in here. I don't know if I'm going to mess with that right now, to be honest. I mean, there's previous reviews about it. This is just really kind of an overview. Articulation, very simple. As we all know, no butterflies. But again, it's enough, especially for a figure like this. He's like a dark prophet, you know, walking in, bringing in the plague where he goes. And it is very imposing. It is unnerving in all the right ways. His accessory count, very, very, very basic, very rudimentary. We get some extra hands here. We actually get 2 versions of holding hands. One is going to have an in and out, joint, and this one's going to have a vertical. So you've got that, because we can also hold a very simple but lovely dagger. I think this is a little too clean in my opinion, especially for a character like this, personally. I think I would have liked some corrosion on the blade, some kind of patina on the handle, some kind of wash on it. Again, this is just my opinion, but with how everything else here, I mean, there's a wash here on the clock. It looks so clean compared to everything else. So that's probably my only negative with what they packaged with it. And then we just kind of get like a gesturing hand as well, plus the hands that are on here. I kind of would have liked to have had a pointing hand, but I mean, you can kind of pull it off if you do the angle right with how these gesturing hands are. But that's really about it. I can get some excellent looming in the dark poses. Again, with how the wiring is, we can make it look like the wind is billowing. This is not a ninja. This is not a warrior. This is a spirit of malevolence. And I get to use the word malevolence. You know, he would be standing in the doorway as an effect happened, as waves of death emanated from him. This is not someone who's going to get physical into somebody and grabbing their throat, but again, I do like the fact he's got the dagger, just to be something very, very imposing with it. I've seen some people use this as a Spirit of Christmas Future, and I would not be surprised if we get something very similar to that. So you have him with Marley and the Ghost of Christmas Present, or Christmas Past, sorry. Yeah, it's good. It's very good. I don't think I touched too much on the asymmetry of his design. I love that the fact this one hand is decaying, like it has the plague touch to it, because again, if the story is the Red Death walked into the party and brought the plague with him. He was, it's pestilence personified in a way. And with that, I love it. I mean, I do love it. I'm not going to say this is my top purchase. Again, of the 4 figures I own from this line, this is my number 3. Of the 3 that I bought, this is my number 3, obviously. I don't know why I want to say the creature from the Frankenstein creature is my lowest of them. I don't know why it is underwhelming. I definitely would say the Fisher Rice, hands down, number 1, and then the Wukong is dropped down amazing. This just, again, I cannot wait to put this guy on the display. My wife almost wants to steal this figure from me and put it in her library with her horror books, which I would not say no to if she did ask me for it. I do recommend it, if this is your thing. It's not going to be everybody's thing, let me put it that way. But if you are into the literature, if you're into something imposing, yes, it's not going to be, again, an Action Force figure. It's not going to be a Marvel Legend. It's not going to be a figure art. This is something you get, lay out, place, and put on the shelf. I don't even think this would be one I would be disassembling. I'm curious how the whole pop and switch look would work with him. I think it would actually work really well with the creature, to be honest, with how the design is. But I think just as a one-off, it has its merits, absolutely. But those are my thoughts. Stick around this channel. I hope you guys caught my live cast. I hope you guys caught the year-in roundup on here. We will be working on our top figures. I don't know if it's going to be a top 10 or a top 5. Probably top 10 figures, top 5 disappointments, because I try not to dwell on the negative type of thing. But stick around to this channel. 2025 is going to be an awesome year. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and as always, until next time, take care. Peace.